Alright people, here's my baby, my 2002 Yamaha Banshee 350 twin. Of course, all Banshee 350 twins, unless you got a Gixxer motor in it or something. So basically when I picked it up, it was all silver. It was white and black, white back plastics, black fronts, and had the same hood on it. The only thing that's the plastics when I bought it are the hood and the front plastics. Gas tank plastic was not there, neither were the backs. The backs were white. So the frame was silver, the A-arms was silver, the swing arm and the carrier was silver. And so were the tie rods and everything else. Just stock colors, everything pretty much, even the stock pipes. So I bought it with a blown crank, put a new crank in it. The guy already gave me new 40 over pistons, put those in, and did the whole motor build, and I was riding it around. Then the tip of the spark plug popped off and started dancing on my piston, and blew my top end. So then I sent the cylinders out to Keno Kind of Racing, who bored them 80 over for me. So now I got 66 millimeter pistons opposed to the stock 64s. So it's 80 over, 2 millimeters bigger. I got 2 new end bearings put on the crank because mine had a little bit of play and I didn't like that. So I got that done. So that's it for the motor. I also put a new Tusk dirt digger clutch in there. So that was done. And then, of course, I put new seals and stuff in it and all new gaskets. Then as far as the frame goes, when I did the motor, I tore it all down to the frame, did a yellow frame, black A-arms, black swing arm, yellow carrier, and then black spindles, I think. Or not. Yeah, no, yellow spindles, black rotor covers, and then yellow hubs, black wheels, yellow rings. Then for the back, I did a yellow carrier, yellow sprocket hub, black sprocket, and then polished up the axle. Now it's dirty again. And then did the same thing, yellow hubs, black wheels, yellow rings. And I got to redo my rings. They're starting to get a little banged up. I also put pro circuit pipes all the way back. I think I paid, $160 for them? Pretty worth it. Right now it's got 320 main jets in the carbs. I just did the carbs last week on it. Recently I put a K&N air filter on it. So it's been breathing a lot better since. Put a new gas line on it. New T and everything. New pipe clamps. Then also during the build, I put the Fly Racing bars on it, new grips. I haven't changed the grips since the build, actually. MSR clutch perch I put on during the build. I just put on the Ride It Like You Stole It throttle cover. I did YFZ after the build. I did YFZ 450 front calipers on it, along with brakes. They bolt right up. You just have to mod the rotor covers a little bit. So now it's got dual piston brakes, YFZ 450 lever and master cylinder, because the stock Banshee cylinder does not let enough fluid through, allowing the front brakes not to work. So had to do the YFZ 450 master cylinder. A lot of people say when you do this brake mod, you have to buy a high performance brake master cylinder and everything like that, but I don't think anybody at all thought about just doing the YFZ 450 master cylinder, which bolts right up, works perfectly. 69 plate starting to get a little rusty. You got to clean it up. I chopped the wiring of all the tours and accidentally did the taillight wiring while I was there, so right now I got no taillight on. I think I'm just going to get an LED taillight that I can just turn on and off. Recently my back shock blew, so I put another back shock on it. And it looks like, because I'm an idiot, I accidentally blew, unless this is just gas. Yeah, it smells like gas. Because put a Raptor 660 shock on it, but I didn't go for the 01 Raptor 660 shock. The 01 had the remote reservoir, where you can pretty much put it anywhere you want. These are tied to the shock, so it's been hitting my swing arm and dented up the gas pack. So if that shock blows, then I gotta do the whole job all over again. And my swing arm is actually bent a little bit, so I gotta replace my swing arm soon. I did new rear brakes on it last week. Fresh silencer packing. Cleaned everything else up. Recently, I think, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I put Nerf bars on it and got them in the mail. Alba Pro Light Series Nerf bars. They bolt right up. They fit perfectly. They bolt to the front motor mounts, and they bolt to the heel guards. They don't interfere with then they bolt to the foot pegs. They don't interfere with your heel guards at all. They come with nets too. I got the whole thing shipped. You can get them in any color you want. I wanted black. And any color you want shipped to your house, $84. Cannot beat that at all. I also put a clear lockout clutch cover on here, so that's pretty nice. NGK BR80S plugs, BR80S plugs. I've done the Tours Eliminator kit. Pretty much everything I can think of, I've done to it. Next time the motor blows, if it ever does, or if I decide to go back into the motor for something, I'm just going to get the head cut 4 millimeters and do a +4 stroker on it. And keep the same top end if possible. I don't know. I didn't really do a lot of reading up on it. This gas cap came with it. I also changed the gas tank on it because it was shot. It was leaking everywhere every time I would wheelie. I put a new shifter on it, one that I like better. Put ignition on. The ignition that I put on is reverse, so when it's off, it's actually on. When it's on, it's actually off. So that's kind of annoying, but what can you do? I also painted all the bolts all around on it, yellow. So that came out pretty nice. I guess I'll get fired up for you guys. The only thing I want to buy for it now is a new choke lever, because sometimes it doesn't want to hold itself out. I just got to take it apart and see if I can fix it, but whatever, I'll figure it out. Here we go. Yeah, I got to stand up on it. It's got plus 2 each side, so plus 4 hydrodynamic front end arms on it. Stock banshee shocks, which are still in good shape. They're actually pretty nice. They sit a little low, but they're pretty nice. And it's also got the plus 4 axle in the back. Runs perfect, breathes perfectly. It's got a gripper seat cover on it. I love it. It looks great, runs great, rides great, very comfortable. The Raptor 660 rear shock's an extra inch taller, so it makes the quad sit a little higher. But yeah, I like it. Here's my overflow for the radiator. I put it right off to the side, that way I can see what comes out. Nothing ever comes out, so pretty happy about that. I built it the way I like it just for myself. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to you guys later.